2, 1. All right.
Yo.
Coming to you live from Philly and simulcast on Philly's own WPQZ Channel 68. It's the Paulie and Tony Fusco Show.
Yo.
As always, Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco. And Tony, people are saying this is a dead sports time because, they say nothing's going on. You see Skip Bayless, Stephen A., they're struggling to come up with topics.
Of course.
Cowherd, he just went on vacation. But for us, same as usual.
Yeah.
Content is no problem for us
Easy.
people. We don't need any prep. We rolled in 2 minutes ago, turned on the mics. Here we are. Isn't that right, though?
Ready to go. Let's go. Let's talk. No problem.
But,
Content comes easy.
There you go. But before we get into the show, we got to do a little quick business up top.
Yep.
The show's sponsored by the great people at Mike's Hard Lemonade. Do you drink lemonade without alcohol in it? What are you, like 10? What's up
Seriously?
with that, Tony? Yeah.
Yeah. If you drink regular lemonade and you're above the age of 17, that's just bizarre. Go watch Care Bears with JoJo Siwa or something.
There you go. All right, Mike's Hard Lemonade, the lemonade for adults and not weirdos. All right,
Yep.
We got so much to get into today, so let's get straight into our top story.
Top story.
All right, first up, there's a problem in our business that's come to be known as media bias. Now, if for those of you who don't know what media bias is, we'll educate you because that's what we're known for in this business, right? That's what we do on this show.
Exactly.
Educate our audience. Now,
that's what we do.
Media bias is when you get slanted coverage of sports that's totally divorced from reality.
Horrible.
And this is why we have no respect for players like Draymond Green and Kevin Durant calling themselves the, quote, new media and giving us this slanted podcast stuff they're doing out there. Tony, if I want an opinion on a basketball game and what happened, the last person I want to hear from is a player in the game. Isn't that right?
Of course. I mean, this is what we're here for. We're the only ones who can observe what really happened in the game because we're watching the broadcast from a camera 70 feet away from the court. That way, we can see the whole thing. Draymond, Kevin Durant, they usually have a tall basketball player in their face, so they can't see anything that's happening.
Absolutely.
Why do you think they need to study the film after the game? It's because they were obstructed, they couldn't see because they had tall people blocking their view.
Great point, Tony. And Draymond Green, what is he, 27, 28?
He's a baby.
42. We're 42 years old. We've got 14 years on him. 14 years more experience. We've seen more basketball in our lifetime than he's seen in double that time.
Triple that time. Experience is what matters. And we have so much more viewing experience because not only have we seen more games, we've seen more of the games because we didn't have a defender blocking our view.
Terrific point, Tony. All right, moving on to the sport of baseball, where Shohei Ohtani continues to dominate the mound and the plate, doing it as a pitcher and hitter. And Tony, we're also known in this business for calling things early.
That's what we do.
Trends before everyone catches on and acts like it was their idea in the first place. Well, write this down, people. Grab a pen, paper, hit record on cassettes, whatever you need to do. Take it from us. By the year 2030, all baseball players will be required to hit and pitch at a major league level or they will be sent down to the minors. Isn't that right, Tony?
100% gonna happen. With these bloated payrolls, teams need to find smart ways to cut costs and cut corners. What smarter way is there than saying, hey, no more of this lazy hit-only shit. You better get on the mound and give me 80 fucking fastballs today.
Yeah, I've said this for years, Tony. You've heard it many times. I am sick and tired of these lazy pitchers who think they don't need to learn how to hit. And I said it at the time. You remember this.
Yeah,
One of the biggest shams in baseball history was when the Baseball Hall of Fame elected Nolan Ryan. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. He was okay at pitching, whatever. The 7 no-hitters, 5,000 strikeouts, whatever.
So what?
What did he do on offense? Never hit home runs.
Nothing.
Batted 110 for his career. 110. How did he even make the pros?
People always refer to Nolan Ryan as one of the greatest pitchers. Why don't they say he's one of the shittiest hitters? Can you imagine if the great Dikembe Mutombo blocked a shot and said, hey, you know what? You guys go score. I'm going to sit on the bench until the other team has the ball again. That's what that lazy bum Nolan Ryan was doing.
Shameful behavior by Mr. Ryan. You know, he has to look around at other pitchers who are doing it the right way. You know, Madison Bumgarner, 19 career home runs.
There you
go. And
go.
of course, Phillies legend Steve Carlton, 97 career home runs. And you know, how can we celebrate Nolan Ryan with his 0? Pathetic.
They should really consider putting an asterisk next to Nolan Ryan's name in the Hall of Fame.
I 100% agree. All right, finally, we're going to introduce right now a new segment on the show because we're always coming up with great segments on this show. Very inventive. And this is how this is going to work. I will read actual headlines from the front page of ESPN.com, what's on the front page right now. And then I'm going to ask Tony if he gives a fuck. The segment is called Do You Give a Fuck?
Do you give a fuck?
All right, Tony, you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, Tony, first up. Ole Miss Rebels win College World Series. Do you give a fuck?
No.
All right. Matthew Wolff will depart PGA for Live Tour. Do you give a fuck?
Never heard of him. No.
Okay. LeBron 2021 LOGOMAN card sells for $2.4 million. Do you give a fuck?
Don't know what that is. No.
Okay, next one. ACUNA can't put pressure on foot after foul ball. Do you give a fuck?
I can't put pressure on myself to read that article. No.
Okay, finally, last one here, Tony. CHUN rallies past Thompson, wins women's PGA. Do you give a fuck?
You know, while I'm happy for CHUN to win her third major, I'm disappointed to see Lexi Thompson continue her unfortunate streak of folding under pressure. But I do look forward to seeing how she rebounds at this week's Twin Bridges Championship. Yes.
All right, then. This has been our new segment, Do You Give a Fuck? And hey,
that was good.
This has also been the show, because that wraps up there, right, Tony? That was
yeah, good job.
Whoa.
Oh, you kidding me? Speaking of Do You Give a Fuck,
yeah, exactly.
I don't give a fuck about Producer Jay.
Yeah.
What?
Look, first, you said Draymond Green is 28 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's 32. Draymond's been in the league for over 10 years.
Oh, yeah? Well, it felt like 10 years to me between the time you started talking and the time you just finished.
Yeah, 10 years is how much time you have left until you actually hit puberty. Now that's it.
Good one, Tony. Yeah.
No more.
No.
Got him. No
Number
more.
two.
What?
You said Nolan Ryan had no home runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually hit 2 home runs in his career.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're going to need to run home, because after the show, I'm going to chase you down with my car.
Yeah, and I'm going to be leaning out the passenger window with my bat. And I can hit much better than Nolan Ryan can.
Yeah. Good one, Tony.
Oh, no.
All right. What?
And then one more thing.
What?
Steve Carlton, he was a good hitter, but he didn't hit 97 home runs.
Yeah, he did.
No, he hit 13. You're way off.
What was that? You're way off. You know, if you're going to work on a show like this, first thing you need to check are your connections, specifically one from your brain to the rest of your body.
Yeah.
You're
you
way
plug
off.
the computer into the wall.
Yeah. You know what's going to be way off? Your head is going to be way off when Tony hits you with his bat.
Yeah, I'm taking you deep.
You guys continue to be completely unprofessional.
You're the one with the AOL dial-up connection. Get with the program here. And by the
Yeah.
way, you're the one talking back to the host on the air. Learn how a
Yeah.
sports radio talk show works and sit in the back and shut up. Talk about
Yeah,
professional.
we're the talent. You're the producer. Shut the
all
fuck
right.
up.
Tony, we got to go. We
Yeah.
got to wrap the show. But we have big breaking news. Next week, just confirmed, Nick Foles.
Wow.
Eagles legend, Super Bowl hero. But until then, people, don't forget. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok.
it.
We're all over the place. We got
Yep.
content coming up the yin-yang out here.
Yeah, we do.
And just remember, subscribe, follow us. And Tony, great job as always.
Same to you, Paulie. Another flawless show.
There you go. We'll see you people next week. Bye.
See ya.